Hi there, the name's Nico, and today I'll be going over one of the meta builds for Glove Hyunwoo. Most of the builds for Glove Hyunwoo are tank or tank hybrid builds, but I found a build that is more my playstyle and not tank. So let's look at the build. So the build is Divine Fist, Rocker's Jacket, Diadem, Plasma Arc, Feather Boots, and Laced Quiver. Red is Cemetery, Chapel, Uptown, Dock, Factory, Beach. Build ID is displayed on screen and is also written in the description. This build is a 6-zone build, but because Cemetery Chapel is so fast to route, it routes as fast as a 5-zone build. In Cemetery, you want to grab ice to make ice water. You'll be using this to make cold noodles in Dock and Factory. Once in Uptown, you want to make some drinks that won't be used for food. You can make lemonades or highballs or even whiskey cocktails. Hyunwoo has decent SP problems throughout the game due to the high cost of his spells, so you probably want to grab some lighters so you can carry with you in Dock or Factory. A good thing to note is that you should keep the extra oilcloth you get from your shoes with you so you can make Razzle Gauntlets in Hotel. This is just for the extra weapon mastery. You don't want to use them as you lose damage. So in Beach, after you finish farming the animals, you want to grab a turtle shell, then head to Hotel and grab a cotton glove and make steel in Hotel to make Razzle Gauntlets. You should grab an extra glove here because you will want to transition off of Divines into Mark of the Phoenix or Imperial Silk gloves, preferably the former later on. After this, just contest objectives, farm animals, and fight players. Hyunwoo scales really well with transition items being able to 80% someone in the early game in one rotation to 100% someone in one rotation. In Beach, you may run into Lee Lin, Hejin, Adela, and maybe people who contest Hotel Tree and want to farm the bears afterwards. Beach is not the best zone for Hyunwoo because there are not many narrow corridors that land wall stuns, so it's best to bait people into Hotel if they want to fight you. Most experienced players understand that Hyunwoo does a lot of damage if he lands a wall stun, so they will do their best to avoid it. Skill order for this build is E, passive, W, Q, and R alt when available. The build will have the skill order saved, so you don't have to worry about memorizing it. For augments, you want Diamond Shard. This is mainly for the slow after wall stunning someone because they will be CC'd for half of the Diamond Shard's duration. But the extra defense is nice so they try to use an ability to escape your wall stun that does damage. For your sub-blue augments, you should run Embolden and Steadfast. Embolden because of the bonus defense you get when proccing your passive, and Steadfast to survive the CC combos. And you'll be taking the support tree for your other augments, specifically Thorn Shackles and Assembly. This is for more damage after wall stunning your opponent. You want to do as much damage as possible in Assembly because there aren't really any other good augments. Now for your transition items. For your weapon, you want to switch to Mark of the Phoenix. If you can't get those, you can use Imperial Silk gloves. For your chest piece, you want to switch to Mithril Armor or Burgundy 47. For your headpiece, you want Elysian Halo. You can also use Mithril Helm as well. For your arm piece, you want Auto Arms or Mithril Shield. Mithril Shield might be better depending on your attack speed. For your shoes, you want Red Shoes, Boots of Hermes, or Mithril Boots. And for your accessory, you want Mithril Quiver, but you can also use Sultan Adoned or Moonlight Pendant. You can use Lunar Embrace, but you have to remember to activate the active on it right before using your E. Now for your combo, you want to use your E on an opponent and smash them into a wall, then auto Q, D, W, auto R not held for long, auto. Having 1 or 2 attack speed items will make the autos a lot smoother. You might have to auto 1 or 2 more times after this and they should be dead. This combo is not a 1 combo in the early game, but in the late game with transition items, you should be able to kill someone no problem. Now that I've explained the build, here's a game showing it in action. Other than TheNamesNiko, I'll be going over the Glove Hyunwoo build, a meta Glove Hyunwoo build. This is the one I prefer. I really don't like many of the meta Glove Hyunwoo builds right now, mainly because they're tank based, and I don't think you really need to play tank on Hyunwoo right now. I honestly think playing attack power Hyunwoo with some attack speed, which is what this build is like perfectly fine on Hyunwoo. And yeah, make sure you grab some ice to make some ice water. Hyunwoo does have like decent SP issues because his like spells have pretty high SP costs. So you want to have like SP on hand on you like all times. I turned 2 ice waters into cold noodles, which I would have mentioned that anyway. And I'm just gonna get rid of this bread. And I'm gonna make some SP drinks here, so that's why I grabbed the lemonade. And we're gonna look for a carbonated water here as well, which I got, so. Ideally, you want to grab your branch here as well. I just forgot this time.
The threads are stronger than they look.
But yeah, this Chloe decided to grief me here for some reason. I'm not too sure why, but I decided to just kind of leave, to be honest. I can't really fight anyone right now. I'm on white weapon. So this does slow me down quite a bit. Normally, you wouldn't get grief, to be honest. But yeah, it sometimes, it happens sometimes. A good thing to know with Hyunwoo E is that if you hit a target, you will go farther, so I was using that chicken to move farther. And I also managed to kill it because I hit a wall, because it was like quite close to the wall, just the angle is a bit weird. But yeah, you should be in dock a lot sooner than this game. I would have mentioned this, but the reason why you're going Divine Fist is because Divine Fist is incredibly overstated right now, in my opinion. Like, it has 39 EBAD on it, which is insane. Like, EBAD ignores defense, it only can be reduced by EBAD reduction, and there's not many EBAD reduction items in this game, so you're pretty much doing almost 40 pure damage per hit. Or 40 true damage. So yeah, we have our cold noodles, we have some SP, which we're drinking. Well, we were drinking one.
Well, that's just less places to go.
Again, we're slow this game. Normally it'd be in beach by now. So we're like one zone behind. And yeah, normally I keep the extra oilcloth that you get to make Razzle Gauntlet. I just make it for the weapon mastery. I actually don't transition into it. I see the meteorite here, but I'm so underbuilt that it's not worth my time really going for it. And as I was teleporting away, it was taken anyway, so it would have just wasted my time. The combo you want to do on Hyunwoo won't kill in the early game, but in the late game, you will do enough damage to kill. A good thing against bears, if you press W, you're like you're unstoppable, so when the bear slams down, you won't get stunned. But so, it's on a long cooldown, I just don't have it there. I'm gonna take the meat for food. Yeah, I'm just waiting for my E to come off cooldown. I got some boiling water, which I'll use for SP. Yeah, I'm gonna grab the meat as well, and we're gonna make a bunch of steak here. Then with the boiling water, I'm just gonna make purified water in hotel. But yeah, while you're in beach, you want to grab a turtle shell because you'll be using that to turn into Brazzle Gauntlet. You just need turtle shell, oilcloth, and then in hotel you can make steel, and there's cloth or cotton gloves found here. So I found some ice, so we're gonna make the purified water.
Watch yourself.
Yeah, I just want to clear this heated stone from my inventory. But yeah, this game you guys can't see, but I saw there was only one person going for alpha, and I'd rather have alpha myself. So we, instead of finishing Brazzle Gauntlet, we're gonna go immediately to alpha.
Watch yourself.
But I hear this Hyunwoo beating it up. So yeah, I get it for free. I was like, oh, I want to make the myth shoes on it, and I saw Kira behind me, so we're just leaving. I see this Hyunwoo. I really should have turned right there when I could slam him to that box, but we got a great wall slam there. But yeah, that's the combo you kind of want to do. You can hold your R for a bit longer than I did, but you can see it does like 80% of their health bar, which is why I said you can't kill them. But there's a Dylan there, and she just kills the Hyunwoo for me, unfortunately. But we're gonna chase this Dylan instead. I missed that E really bad. But she decides to face tank me for some reason. Even though I know I can do more damage than her. I'm surprised that E didn't count as a stun against the box, but it's fine. We'll get her here in a second.
Confidence.
So
You
yeah.
got this.
She has a tree on her I found, so I was like, okay, great. We'll take the tree. Yeah, here's Sua. We're just gonna grab console. Unfortunately, I could tell that Sua's new from the get-go. Or at least new to Sua, so...
Keep up the good work.
I just got a wall stun. You can pretty much kill a combo everyone with that. I said it. You can hold your R for longer than I am doing, but it's... You gotta time it precisely. You do more damage with your autos, which is why like holding R is not fully worth it, because this is an attack power Hyunwoo with a bunch of EBAD on it. So you're mainly getting the E on them. I mean, obviously for the extra damage and the CC, but it's also the proc your Diamond Shard. Diamond Shard's really good right now, and allows you to live for longer, because you don't have much of a defense on this build without it. Yeah, since I got the tree, I really want Meteorite. The reason why is Elysian Halo is incredibly broken right now, in my opinion. So, if you're a melee character and you get a 4 score, just make Halo. Like, it's your best option right now. So yeah, I stand down here because this is a really tight corridor. If I get a stun on anyone here, I can pretty much instant kill them. So this Yuki doesn't want to come closer because he knows that this is a death trap against Hyunwoo. Yeah, I could have wall stand the Bernice there, but I know Yuki's close by, so it's not worth it. Like, I could just die from that. But I hear them fighting for some reason. I should have just wall slammed, which I did. But unfortunately, the explosion from Bernice's ultimate kills the Yuki, so I didn't get it. Yeah, and I can't really fight Bernice. Luckily, Bernice has, I guess, not the best chase. I was already still behind me, so I put a cam up to see, because I really make Halo. So we're going here quickly, because I could have gone Temple instead. Like, it would have been better for my timer's sake, but because I did use decent timer to get the Meteorite and archery range. But yeah, we got Halo up. We have Myth Shoes. We're looking pretty good. So yeah, we're gonna run to Pawn now. We're gonna take a little bit more timer here. Unfortunately, guys, you can't see. Bernice is in Uptown by himself, so he's getting this for free. The Chloe was in Forest by herself from what it looked like. But the tree wasn't taken, so maybe someone else was there and I misremembered. Yeah, I see this Kiara. If I get a wall slung on her, she's like dead. Oh yeah, we're gonna grab console. We're just gonna kill for some cameras. So if you wanna see what she has. The Kiara has just a Myth Shield, really. She's quite squishy otherwise. So I hear her take the bears. So I get a perfect wall stun here. So she's dead. Yeah.
You got this.
Also, a good reason why you use Diamond Shard is because when it explodes, it gives a slow,
Watch yourself.
which allows you to continue fighting.
Nerves get the best of you. It's okay. The
Or,
last
like,
two might
get more
be
hits
just as
in.
strong.
Ideally, you want Myth Quiver, because you can get a few more hits in with Quiver. Yeah, we got Myth Shield off the Kiara. It's just a direct upgrade from Plasma Arc, so just always take it. So it's me, William, and Bernice. you want to see most, like all these characters I can kill if I get a wall stun.
Let's think on how to.
But the thing I know I have to make sure is I can't let Bernice get Wick or else we do lose most likely. So we're gonna head to the forest right now. This is where Wick would go. It is walking, so I was like, okay, I have a little bit of time. I was really surprised this tree wasn't taken. That's not a glitch, the tree is still there. I thought that Chloe had it, but I guess they were fighting someone. Yeah. I don't know why you guys can't see Wick on here. Like, on the mini-map. Because I'm looking at Wick on the mini-map right now. I have no vision here, so I'm kind of worried about what's going on. If I know...
Someone just died.
Oh yeah, and then I see William just died to Bernice. I actually didn't see the kill ping. I was a little bit... But I hear Bernice fighting. Again, as long as Bernice doesn't get Wick, we're fine. And if we get a wall stun, we win. Forest is not the worst zone for Hyunwoo, to be honest. There's like decent close quarter walls and corridors. I'm not committing any spells, so we're just gonna like be auto attack the bat. Yeah, Bernice does not all have ult. I didn't think of that at the time. I was just looking at his items and I'm like, he's quite squishy. I can just wall stun him. He has decent defense.
Take your time.
And he doesn't also have steadfast, so even though when I mobilize him, he's not taken. He doesn't have extra defense. And you know, this being the final zone, Wick leaves, so I'm not worried about anyone getting Wick anymore. I'm just trying to get the right positioning for Bernice. Because if I get a corner for Bernice, he's dead. So I see him there, so yeah, he messed up. And yeah, that's pretty much how you play Hyunwoo.
Keep up the good work.
You just gotta look for walls that you can stun people on, and then you just wombo combo them. And early game, you can't kill them with your combo. Generally, they get away before you can finish them off. But late game, especially with transition items, it's like free kills for most of the time. But yeah, that's Glove Hyunwoo for you. If you like this guide, please consider giving it a like. Let me know if you like these types of videos. And if you like a turtle turn as much as I do, consider subscribing. I hope to see you at the next video.